It is so easy to get caught up with this, whatever we see on social media or we see driving around out there when we're out in our local areas. It's easy to get caught up with all this. But again, I just want to assure you, you're certainly not alone right now, especially according to the statistics that are out there. It's a bad situation. Anyway, let's pop this up right here, right now. Feel free to read through the details on this. Let's discuss what they say. Okay, so this study released by Goldman Sachs, which, by the way, is one of the largest banks in the United States. Here's what they find. A quarter, about 25% of the people out there earning over $100,000 are living paycheck to paycheck. Now, it gets way worse. Those individuals that are earning between $300,000 and $500,000, which, by the way, is about $25,000 plus a month, by the way. These individuals, 41% of them are living paycheck to paycheck. Now it gets even worse again. Those individuals that are earning $500,000 a year, which by the way, that's about $40,000 plus a month. These individuals, again, 40% of them are living paycheck to paycheck. Now, my big question for them is, where is this money going and what are you blowing it on? Seriously, where is this money going? Unless they're living in some super expensive apartment or house and they're financing all kinds of luxury cars and going on vacations and buying ridiculously expensive clothes, or who knows what they're doing, where is all that money going every single month? I would be very, very curious to hear. Now, if you happen to be in one of those income brackets, drop a comment down below. I would love to know, where are you spending your money? Because that is a lot of money to be blowing every single month. Now, to be fair, some of it could be on maybe student loans, paying those down or something. If somebody, let's just say that somebody's like an attorney or maybe a doctor or something like that, they probably have a couple $100,000 in student loans, to be fair. So if they're earning that kind of money, which, I mean, who realistically is earning that kind of money without some, big degree or something like that, right? Here's the deal, though. If they're earning that kind of money, they probably have, probably a big degree, probably a pretty expansive education background, something like that. And they're probably spending a whole bunch of money on probably a fancy car, probably a fancy place to live, and probably a bunch of money on student loans as well, okay? Now, here's the deal. Like I said earlier, there's a lot of people out there that are maybe on a low or middle income and feeling like, man, I'm so broke and I feel so alone, like I'm the only one struggling right now. And again, I know it's very easy to feel that way. Again, a lot of people feel that way, and I just want to be here. And again, I know it's super easy to say, not so easy to feel, but I'm just saying, like, if you're feeling that way, you're definitely not alone, okay? I continue to see reports like this all the time, like a shocking number of reports out there across the board. I don't even talk about nearly all of them in my videos, but I've seen a ton of reports out there, especially this year and last year when all of the prices continue to jack up. The last few years here with very, very high inflation, prices continue to rise on everything. Incomes are not keeping up. It's very easy as a low income, maybe a senior, maybe somebody living on a fixed income, low income individual, middle income people. All of these individuals are getting hammered. Now, I'm not acting like we should feel bad for rich people. I'm not acting that way whatsoever at all, okay? I'm not saying that, but what I am saying is that this is showing something very, very alarming across the board and in our economy, especially like over the last, I don't know, I'm going to say like 2 years or so. Maybe it's been longer, maybe 2-3 years or so. We've seen a surprising number of reports that have come out showing that high-income people are more frequently shopping at Walmart. Now, nothing wrong with Walmart. I shop at Walmart too. Awesome, right? But my point being is that I love the low prices, by the way. If you've been watching the videos here on the channel for a while now, or if this is your first time watching, I love low prices. I love getting discounts. I'm asking for a discount on everything, which is honestly really nice about Walmart because they have pretty good prices compared to everybody else out there. I mean, they really do have good prices, especially if you can buy the Walmart brand items. Again, I don't do that with everything, but there's definitely a number of items that we buy Walmart brand. Pretty good stuff. I mean, it's like super cheap, right? That's really, really nice. Obviously, not everything, but you get my point on that, right? But my point being is that over the last few years here, we've seen a shocking number of reports that have come out suggesting that high six-figure income earners are more frequently shopping at Walmart. And again, what does that tell you? They're abandoning some of these other stores that maybe give them a little adrenaline high. Oh, I'm so rich, I'm going to go shop at Target today. And they're saying, well, forget Target. I'm going to Walmart today because I'm maybe not getting, I'm not feeling so rich these days, right? Whatever it happens to be. Either way, people are being far more aware and conscious of their finances and doing the necessary shopping, the store visits to fit their needs, whatever it happens to be. So anyway, just want to point this out for you again, because during these times when people are struggling financially, it's very easy to feel like I'm alone, I'm the only one out there, it's only me, everybody else is doing fine, because maybe we're scrolling through our social medias and we're seeing other people that are doing all kinds of fake things and making it look like, oh, they got so much money, they're so rich. I'll tell you this much as well. A lot of times it is so easy to forget. Most people have nothing. Most people are living off of credit. Most people are borrowing to do the things that they're doing. Okay, so when you scroll through social and you see people going on some fancy vacation, guess what? They probably floated it on a credit card and they're probably going to pay for that thing for the next 10 years at a 20% interest rate. Not smart. If it were, me giving my opinion on that, I would say not smart. Me personally, I'm also relatively conservative when it comes to financial stuff, just because I can't stand debt. I can't stand it, especially on a credit card. 20+% interest on a credit card, not a fan. That's a total waste of money in my opinion. Blowing that to pay for something that definitely didn't need, right? When it comes down to necessities versus discretionaries, I feel a little bit differently. If it comes down to a necessity and we have to go into a little bit of debt to do that, fine, whatever. But again, pay that sucker off as fast as you can. But when it comes down to pay for discretionaries on credit and pay a 20% interest rate to acquire that, not a fan. I would say not for me. Definitely not doing that thing, right? So whatever that happens to be. But anyway, I just want to point this out for you because this is a shocking report. In fact, as you saw there in that article, maybe you noticed this, but according to the numbers there, according to Goldman Sachs, they indicated by 2033, so what is that? 7 years from right now, as I film this video in 2026, they're indicating that roughly 55% of the American population is going to be living paycheck to paycheck, again, by 2033. 55%. That's nuts. I'm not sure what the statistic is as of right now. I don't think it said it in the report. I didn't notice it in the report. Maybe it did. But I'd be very curious to know how many people are living paycheck to paycheck right now in 2020.